Hi, okay, so converting files and saving files. Now, with a lot of my sublimation packages and bundles and files, I don't always provide a JPEG. I do often, but not always. That typically is because when I'm designing and drawing, I come up with multiple designs, and if I can't decide which one I like the most, I don't provide the JPEG. I'm leaving that option up to you guys so that you can pick the one you like the most to print. For sublimation printing, you do need the PNG, but if you're just doing like printing at home or you just want wall art or something, you're going to want a JPEG. But don't worry, converting a PNG into a JPEG is super easy. All of these things you might find, I keep saying, they're really not bad, guys. They're pretty easy. Okay, this one you don't even need Photoshop for. I use Photoshop because I use Photoshop for like everything. But you don't have to have it. So let's go over how to do it both in Photoshop and without it. So if you don't have Photoshop, it's super simple. Just hop onto the internet, Google PNG to JPEG converter, and you'll find that it comes up with all of these options. There are great options. Some things to look at, like the Adobe one has a max file of 10 megabytes, which most of my PNGs are a lot bigger than that. So that one's not going to work for you. And then some other ones, they will convert it, but they convert it to a lower DPI, which is dots per inch. Anyway, what all you need to know is that that number needs to be at 300. For good quality, that number is at 300. But with some websites, they'll convert it down to 92, which is not desirable. However, I did find this one that I really like. It's called freeconvert.com. You're going to pick your file, and then you're just going to, okay, output JPEG, good, convert to JPEG. Okay, now we're going to download JPEG. Woohoo! Let's click on that. Oh, it looks so beautiful. But we need to make sure that the quality, the DPI, is where it needs to be. So I'm going to go to my downloads, right click, properties, details, and check. There we go, 300 DPI. Perfect. So this is a great website, super easy to use. You can convert your PNGs to JPEG so you can print from home or send it to whatever your preference is for a printing service. It's great. Now, on to Photoshop. What you're going to do, you're going to pull the PNG into Photoshop. Then you're going to go to File and Save a Copy, which is Alt-Control-S in PC. You want to save a copy because the export, if you try to export it, it will lower the DPI to 92, which again is not desirable. We want 300, people. So we're going to save as a copy, change the name of the file, and then make sure your file type is JPEG, and save. And then it'll pull up one additional window so that you can choose your quality number. And I always go with the max. It's going to be the largest file. I don't care. I care about quality. So I'm going to go with 12 and then click OK. And that is it. You are done. You have now a JPEG file of the image. So again, super easy to do. Don't stress about it. Don't let that be a deterrent either. If that particular artwork that you're looking at doesn't have a JPEG file, just know it is not a hard thing at all to change that PNG into a JPEG. Whether you have Photoshop or not, doesn't matter. So just remember that you can easily Google it, but I like freeconvert.com. It seemed to be seemed to work really great and well, and it kept the quality and the DPI at the right number, which is 300. And if you're having Photoshop, Control-Alt-S or save a copy. You can go to File and scroll down to Save a Copy, and that's the one you want. Make sure your file type is JPEG and change the name. And that'll keep the DPI the same. Don't export it. That doesn't work. I tried. Learn from my mistakes. I had to go and resave so many things when I realized that that's what happened. So save a copy. That's it. Have a JPEG, print at home, print at your whatever service provider you like. Printing service provider people. Okay, I hope that clears everything up and you'll find that it's not intimidating and it's not scary. So yeah, have a great day. See ya!